Alright, howdy there fellow Shadow Priest. Welcome to another 10.1 video. I've had a couple days to play the patch, a little bit more experience doing actual arenas instead of arena skirmishes and facing some higher rated opponents, playing probably better comps. You can see here, I'm going to get a huge Void Torrent off, and it's just going to kill this Paladin from like 70% to 0 with the Mind Games. Really strong ability. It can be countered by healers just dispelling your dots, so I feel like people are starting to become more aware of this, and anytime they dispel your DP, like a priest, monk, or paladin, or even your regular dots, it's going to take away that hour buff, so your Void Torrent will do less damage. So I think we're going to have to play more of like a setup comp and actually land some solid cross CC, otherwise we are going to struggle with getting damage off versus these healers that just spam dispel. We're going to take a look at what does it look like when you're getting trained, as well as what does it look like when your partner gets trained. So in this matchup, they're going to try to run my mage down, and I'm going to do my best to get out some damage. So I'm trying to keep my dots up on both of them. Shadow Fiend to generate Insanity. I'll purge the Nullifying Shroud off, and this means I can start doing some CC now. Fear the healer, stun the warrior. Don't want to void form because it actually will break that fear. So I'm holding onto the void form for a second. Get the devouring plague with the void torrent. I faked because I thought the warrior was going to kick me. That was actually a really bad fake, and I shouldn't have done that. So going through the rest of the game, devouring plague, mind flay insanity, void bolt, generate insanity, keep the dots up. Looking to pump out some flash heals as well. That does do quite a bit of healing. Looking to fear the healer off cooldown because we do have that nice 30-second fear this expansion. I do need to try to avoid getting Cyclone, so I can use my fade with the phase shift ability to avoid that. Trying to spam as much damage into this warrior as I can. We force the communion, which generally means they're not going to die. I go for a Void Torrent combo on the Feral. It really wasn't the best idea because we didn't have any more CC on the healer, and I don't even know if I had Devouring Plague up, so that wasn't my best Void Torrent, but hopefully we can clean it up later in the game. Fearing the healer off of cooldown. This will help my mage land sheeps as well. He locks the Cyclone. Awesome, getting the Mind Flay Insanities going. I let the stacks fall on the warrior, which is a little unfortunate, but just try to get them again. Warriors also have a talent now where they can play 2 charges of Reflect, which is kind of annoying. So I am Cycloned, gonna re-dot everybody, try to heal my mage with a shield. I'll just swap him actually. Went to Mass Dispel, literally nothing. I don't even know what that was. But alright, we get Devouring Plague coming on this Feral soon. We will silence the healer into a Mind Games Void Torrent, and boom, he's just gonna die. So when you're not getting trained, it looks really pretty. You can actually kill people. Maybe let's check out a game where we're getting trained. If I can find one of those. Go from the beginning here. So it's going to look a lot different, right? You're not going to be channeling Mind Flay Insanity as much, but this should ultimately allow your partner to deal more damage and open up more CC windows on the healer so that you're able to score kills. I think if you play with a Destro Warlock, they will almost always be the target, so that might be fun for you. You can see I have to deal with 2 interrupts, which is a little frustrating, but once this warrior gets away from me, I know I have a second to cast. Apply my dots to both of them, go for the Void Eruption, Precog, Void Bolt, Devouring Plague into a Void Torrent, and just almost kill him through like every cooldown right here. The Shockwave was insane. I got DR Shockwaved on my Void Torrent. I think he might have died there. Otherwise, I'm looking to dump that Insanity off cooldown, fully channel a Mind Flay if I can to get a stack. Looks like I wasn't able to get it there. They did use both kicks, so I'm going to keep casting. Went for a weird Mind Games on the healer there. It didn't make a lot of sense. Do it on the Feral now. Trying to cast before they have interrupts up. Get maimed. Trinket and Fade to avoid a little bit of damage. Using Catharsis would be good here too. It looks like I'm kind of holding on to it. There we go. I used it. There's Precog. I'm going to do a Mind Flay Insanity with it. I have CC for the healer as well in just a second here. CC the healer. Communion. Forcing all the cooldowns. Devouring Plague. I don't have a Void Torrent actually. I can Mind Flay Insanity, but I have to be careful of the kicks. It looks a little clunky, right? But look at my damage. I'm getting trained and I'm still dealing top damage. It's just a little bit harder to get those burst windows off. I'm mostly relying on Precog to get the channels off, and until then I'm focusing on my instant damage. I did just Devouring Plague myself, which is extremely noob. guy kicks my mind control, and my mage kills the feral while I'm not targeting him. So definitely opens up a little bit of damage for your teammates if you are getting trained. All right, here's another game. And these are war games, by the way. We're just wargaming, testing out talent. So just a couple people messing around. We're also not using Discord, so our CC is going to be a little bit freaky. And the opener there, I did go for a Void Torrent before I had full Insanity, just because I thought it would be a good way to deal some damage. And then I can try to work on generating Insanity until that next Void Torrent is off cooldown. Sometimes this feels like a good idea, and other times I feel like it's better just to wait for your Devouring Plague. So I'm going to go for a CC on the healer here, stun him into fear, get the dots up with the Shadow Crash. I do feel like this is a mandatory talent to play, unfortunately. I thought maybe with precog it would be easier to get dots up, but really think that this is just a quality of life talent that we need to play all the time. Unfurling also seems that way too. So experimenting with a couple different builds, I'll post those in the description, and we can talk about the benefits of both. This one I tried out, a Phobia Gaming linked this to me. It is, you're playing Mindbender with a Shadow Word Death proc without the Apparition talents, and it does seem to be helpful while you're getting trained. It feels like you have some kind of reliable form of damage to pump out during your goes. If you can't cast, if you can't Void Torrent, it does feel nice. But if you want to play like maybe more maximum damage, the Apparition talents without Mindbender feel nice as well. So either way, you can still Void Torrent people for like their entire HP. You can see the warrior is at about 340k HP. I just Void Torrent with a lasso and he just goes down. So it feels like you can always get off damage if you have cross CC, like we CC the healer, CC the warrior. I'm far enough away from the feral, he can't kick me. You can deal a lot of damage, and this is just something we couldn't do last patch, right? If we were left to our own devices, we could not kill someone, and that was like my biggest complaint, is we didn't have scary damage. Now we kind of have scary damage, and we're able to pump out some meaningful burst. See if we have any different comps that we're playing into here. So yeah, here's the KFC. I'm also getting trained. A little sketchy. If I fake a kick, I can get a big precog though. The warrior's lassoed, and I'm Void Torrenting the wrong target, and then we kill, end up killing the warrior here, I think, too. Yeah, so Mage and Shadow Priest is going to be really fun together, man. I'm really excited for the potential of this. However, we did, there was one team that we faced. It was like I'm trying to find it. It was like yeah, here's the game right here. It was Ellie Boomy, and holy cow, we stood no chance. Like, it felt like we had no kill pressure. We had no chance to even CC the healer. They're just so disruptive, and they do so much more damage. Of course, we do get a good little opener here just to get wall from the shaman. After that, it's just quickly downhill. Like, they're just going to do so much damage. Look at the shaman's damage already. He's already doing more damage than both of us combined. Looking at the meters there, he's at 1.5 million. We're barely above a million together. So this is my one worry, is that God Comp will be bad into double caster. I'm actually going to let Dilbar die here too, because I'm a noob. My bad, Dilbar. I apologize to him. So anyways, I just want to make a quick little video giving you updates on talents. I'll link those in the description. Also give you guys the Discord, and look forward to some more streams. We'll also be doing a podcast with Public and Boney Wow to cover some of the new Shadow Priest changes and talk about, you know, what we like about them and what we don't, what we'd maybe like to see more of in the future. So stay tuned for that. That'll go live tomorrow, and hopefully we can get a link to that on Twitch or YouTube as well. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Maybe got one more clip, actually, real quick, just to show you the beauty of precog. This is just in this might be a shuffle game. I don't know. No, it's not. There's no rounds. So this is basically like my mentality going to the arena is, how can we kill someone? We get precog and we Void Torrent them. So I'm going to go up here, Fear, try to generate Insanity, use a little instant proc, Devouring Plague, try to fake Mind Games, try to fake again, fake a Mind Flay, and then here we go, precog, kill him through healing. There we go, big damn. So precog and Void Torrent is fun. Try it out. Hope you guys like it, and stay tuned for more videos.